Loving in Britain is complicated. You'll feel at odds with yourself loving in this country. Walking away from someone you love, for example, is common these days. You'll have to do it at least once in your life. The modern British culture, Western culture in general, but I kind of have to make these videos for British people because my channel's themed around this topic. We're always told if you love someone, you should stay, fight for them, hold on and never let go. I don't always agree with this. What if you have to do so to preserve yourself from going insane? What if you love someone who is not good to you and is a threat to your independence? Søren Kierkegaard, a Danish philosopher who was born on May the 5th, 1813, he wrote about anxiety, faith and difficult choices we have to make, but they define the person we become. One of these choices for him personally was breaking off his engagement to Regine Olsen to pursue philosophy. He felt that being with her was going to prevent him from this. He wrote in his notes, "I had to break with her or lose myself forever." There's a fight in us between individuality and collectivism. I find no matter what, I have to be an individual first. Every time I sacrifice for the collective, for example, other people, it goes horribly wrong. There's a culture of love in the UK. When I walk around, I see couples holding hands, hugging. On Valentine's Day, people buy gifts for each other. It's a consumer thing in a sense. All these movies, it can be a means of manipulation. I believe most of the economy runs on people who believe in love as a form of escaping yourself. Maybe you could say this country rewards primarily individualist behavior. It focuses on our will to power. I like individualism personally. I can't bring myself to rely on anyone. You sometimes have to leave someone, even if you really care about them, for your purpose, the reason why you're on earth. Many in the UK relate to this kind of thing. I find the dating and relationship culture glorifies leaving someone if they present red flags. And everyone treats each other as disposable in a sense. At the presence of any small difference, you just dump that person or you ghost them. In your city, for example, everyone knows each other, so everyone's ran through in a way and has baggage from each other since they've all slept together. It's a culture of rape. There's mass rape in the UK and no one really talks about it, but there is. And it's one big clusterfuck of rape. People are being raped. Man are raping gal are raping gal. It's one big trauma cycle that I feel like we need to end. Parents are damaging their kids. I heard every relationship, even the happiest relationships ever, always have at least 3 issues that can't be solved, no matter what. So perfect relationships don't exist. In the UK, this disposable dating culture is rampant. With social media, it has become way worse. People see each other through a lens of pure vanity, and those vanity metrics are good too. I don't necessarily see anything wrong with them, but when that's all there is, it becomes an issue. Men are loved conditionally based on what they can provide. I often hear, "She doesn't love you for who you are, it's how you make her feel," which is very true. Human nature is inherently selfish. Heartbreak in the UK is common. Everyone I know has had their heart broken at least once. Lots of divorce. It's a struggle. There's a lot of good relationships too. But I wanted to touch on specifically this idea of having to leave someone who maybe you even saw as the one, but you have to pursue a career or a higher ideal due to incompatibility and such. I find the UK trains men to give in to the whims of women. There's a culture of happy wife, happy life. I don't believe that your happiness is found outside yourself. Whether you're male or female, you can't get happiness outside yourself. You have to find it within and by becoming who you are. Kierkegaard calls this action of leaving the leap of faith, radical self-trust. Kierkegaard's Knight of Faith wills to be himself before God, not living in a way that glorifies society. Love in the UK is something that I believe one should look to, but never be controlled by, whether that's psychologically, legally, or any other sense. The UK has this emotional restraint culture. It tends to be reserved, indirect, not overly expressive. So love often looks subtle care, quiet loyalty. It's always just these little things, right? It's never dramatic passion. And what if you're just not nonchalant? What if you're very chalant? You can't really do that. There's a lot of fear of vulnerability. People don't define things. There's a lot of casual things going on. In the UK, you have to basically assume they're talking to other people while they're with you because Snapchat exists. It's a given. There's no way that you can really tell if they're talking to other people or not. So then you build your own roster as a means of self-protection, and then it creates this roster dating culture that we have right now. It's kind of a disease. So yeah, I did use the UK as a metaphor for rape because I find that it is. And this isn't only in dating, but I wanted to focus on dating in this one video. But I just find that the whole culture messes the people up so much. And we need to put an end to this by being nice to each other for once. And I find that's the solution. I'm going a bit off script right now, but the solution is to be good to one another and see each other as friends, as Dostoevsky used to say.